All right, so on Friday, we launched a bunch of new products, and these are my favorites. We got knife bags from Crumpler in Australia. We have got hand-forged frying pans, carbon steel frying pans from Turk in Germany, and the Atlas burger press that is made in Canada. So I figured what better way to test all three out than to make some smash burgers for my coworkers. We do extensive product testing before we get stuff in, so we've had samples of these for a while that we've been trying out, but I wanted to show them to you in action and just play around with them because it's fun. So these bags are made from Cordura fabric, which is both super durable and waterproof. Compared to some of the nicer knife bags that we have that are made with leather or canvas that are gonna be a bit more difficult to clean, this material is super easy to clean and deal with. It's also gonna be better for commuting. If you're gonna be taking the train, the bus, riding your bike with your knives on your back, this is the bag you're gonna wanna go for. We've got a couple of zip up pockets. This little guy here will just hold some of your loose tools and a notebook, a couple of Sharpies in there. Another zip-up pocket on the other side to fit bigger things. Maybe you want to take a kitchen scale with you, or just like a thicker notebook, like the cook's notebook. We have the classic flap that you see on most knife bags, but it is secured with zippers on either side for extra security so your knives don't fall out of your bag. It's happened to me, it sucks. And of course, the 2049 mark, because this knife bag was made as a collaboration with Chef Hugh Allen. Open this guy up, we got more Velcro securing that flap. And then inside, first of all, it's just visually striking. I love the look of these bags, but they're not all just style. They're a lot of substance as well. Pretty typical handle first configuration here, but you've also got some extra security elastic here to keep everything contained in the bag. The bag will fit up to 9 knives or several knives and an assortment of tools. And then on the top, I thought this was really clever. We've got a little first aid pouch in there. You can put some Band-Aids, whatever you might need, and it even comes with some Crumpler Band-Aids. That's pretty cool. All right, the next new product that we've got that's really exciting is Turk frying pans. These guys were founded in 1857 in the Ruhr Valley in Germany. They are forged carbon steel frying pans, and they've been made the same way for what, 170 years almost? Compared to your typical black carbon steel pan that you see in traditional French restaurants, a lot of you might have in your kitchen, these guys are a bit different. They're a lot thicker. Because they are forged out, the steel is far more substantial. And so they're kind of the best of both worlds between a carbon steel pan and a cast iron pan. They're gonna heat more quickly and consistently the way that carbon steel does, but they're gonna have the heat retention similar to cast iron because of their added thickness. So better for searing steaks and burgers and that kind of thing. They are heavier, but hey, it's a bit of a workout. They're great for cooking anything from eggs to paella to steaks, burgers. I did find that on a glass top stove, you want to heat them more slowly because they are thicker, again, similar to cast iron, but they look beautiful on your stove and they can basically just live there forever. For fun, we had to get the 45 centimeter pan. Whew. This guy's beefy. We only got a few of these, but we couldn't not, right? I'm gonna use one today to make these burgers, and I'm pretty excited. I have tested it out a bit already, and it's phenomenal. It will not fit inside of my oven because of this ridiculous handle. This guy's not really for inside cooking. This is for working over a large propane burner or a fire pit. And it's big enough that you can cook for several people in it. We have these guys in 5 sizes right now: 24 centimeters, 26 centimeters, 30 centimeters, 36, and of course the 45. And they're about 3 to 4 millimeter thick, with the smaller pans being a little thinner and the bigger pans being a little bit thicker. Atlas Steel Burger Press. This is a pretty new company. Conversely to Turk, these guys were started just in the last few years, but they are out of Manitoba in Canada, and they make steel products here in Canada. This guy, the base is a 1/2 inch thick, and it weighs 5 pounds and 2 ounces. It's ridiculous. I'm very excited to put it to work. The company was started by husband and wife, Mike and Nicole Friesen. They still do all the manufacturing themselves, and they got a great little company there, so we wanted to support them, and we wanted to carry these super cool products that they make. So like I said, I'm gonna make my coworkers smash burgers today. So I'm gonna shred up some lettuce, slice some cheese, slice some onion, and of course make some burger sauce. Dice up a little bit of onion there, a little brunoise, some pickles, and then mix in some mayo, some ketchup, some nice grainy Alberta mustard, and we'll have a delicious sauce for our burgers. All right, we're in the scenic back of the Knifewear warehouse. Like I mentioned earlier, this guy's a big pan, right? So I have used this one on my glass top stove, but it's only gonna heat, 2/3 of it. So this guy, the big one, is best used on a propane burner or over your fire pit. With any carbon steel or cast iron pan, you want to preheat a little more slowly, take a little more time for the whole pan to get warmed up, especially with something as thick as this. It takes a while for the heat to distribute evenly through that pan, and so you want to give it some time so you don't warp the steel. That said, because this is carbon steel, it's gonna preheat faster and more consistently than cast iron, which takes an even longer time to preheat. Okay, so our pan's nice and ripping hot. We are good to go. As with any carbon steel or cast iron pan, you wanna season it. We've already done that, so we're just gonna oil it up. The nice thing about the long handle is that it takes a long time to heat up, so you can use it to move the pan around, and it works pretty great. Okay, so we just got about 100 grams of medium ground beef in each burger. Throw those guys down. Take a little bit of parchment, our Atlas burger stamp, and just press. This guy is really heavy. Like I said, it's over 5 pounds, so it's really kind of effortless to smash burgers with. I love it. This thing's awesome. Okay, in case there wasn't enough product placement in this video, I have a bonus product placement. This is a Smithy Mighty spatula. We got this guy about a month ago. It's actually designed for making smash burgers, but that Atlas burger press blows it out of the water. Sorry, Smithy. There's a little burger ASMR for you. Thoughts so far, like I said, I've already used these guys a lot, but the Turk pan, really nice smooth surface, really retains heat beautifully, so I can load it up with burgers, and as long as I've preheated it properly, it holds that heat beautifully. No stickage whatsoever, even with kind of mediocre seasoning. Pretty awesome. And the burger stamp, it's awesome. It's so heavy, it's so easy. This guy releases so cleanly. It reminds me of working on a flat top when I worked in a diner. Just barely seasoned it, and it is so nice to cook on. The burger press, again, super heavy, makes the whole process effortless. You know, for 65 bucks, I would have expected it to cost more or be lesser quality, but this thing is a tank, and I love it. I definitely need both of these in my kitchen, not just for smash burgers, but just in general. I had a lot of fun cooking these. I hope you've had fun along the way, and my glasses are extremely greasy, so I guess I'm gonna clean these now. Bye.